Hey, it's JoLivi. I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
I want to talk about the latest single, and like it's doing amazing. The video's doing amazing online. But tell me about this song and like what really inspired it for you.
Well, a lot of things inspired it, mainly in the sense of I just love the concept of loving who you want to love, no matter what. And it doesn't necessarily have to be about, loving a girl and a guy and a guy, but just in general, not being afraid to take the next step into a relationship that you want to be in.
Right. And with this video, I love that you. I loved where you shot it.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big mountain guy. I'm a trail runner, so it's like seeing that the video was mainly in a mountain or like in a forest or something like that was pretty cool. But what made you want to shoot it out there?
We went for the concept of me, maybe like more like a fairy tale type of thing, walking through, and kind of the Pied Piper, but not in the negative sense, just leading people to being able to love who they want to love or be who they want to be. Right. You know, if black, white, Asian, like anything that you are, just be proud of it. And that was mainly the concept of it. But we wanted to be outside. We wanted to be pretty. We wanted to be in nature. We wanted to have that.
It kind of goes with the interview today.
Yeah.
In a way.
It's hot today.
Yeah,
yes, we're outside. I love it.
Definitely. Now, this track is actually from your Just For You EP. I really enjoy the EP. Games, I think, is probably my favorite on the EP.
Games was the first one I wrote for that album. God, it feels like it's been forever since I wrote it, because it has been a few years, but since I actually wrote the song. But that one hits pretty hard. That about a relationship I was in for 3 years and basically in and out and playing games, and that's all we did. But it's like I loved them at the same time. That twisted relationship stuff. Everybody knows that. It's difficult. Yeah.
But it makes for great music.
It does. Every time I go through a heartbreak, it's like the first thing I do. Yeah. Sometimes I almost want it more, like a heartbreak more, so that I can write more music.
More singles. So with this EP, tell me a little bit more about it. Like, what was the writing process like for you? And like, was there a specific producer you worked with in the studio?
Yeah, I worked with Matt Squire, Brandon Friesen, Chris Seafried, Mark McKee. So there's a bunch of people that were on that helped obviously with that album. And basically it was about one relationship. It was some songs were about a specific event, like very specific, and some were wrapped in a whole. Fed Up basically was written about one specific moment that happened in the relationship. But yeah, the whole thing revolves around just one person. So that person's gone, but
Good.
Yeah. So
now you've been teasing some music on Instagram, and it's more of like a country type of vibe. Yeah. By the way, I love the Carrie Underwood snippet that you posted.
Yeah,
I think you did. I think you nailed it. But let's talk a little bit about country. Like, why is country like so big for you?
Well, I mean, I grew up. My mother, instead of having a library of books, she had a library of CDs. So I grew up listening to every genre of music. Female vocalists, country music. You have Prince, Michael Jackson. So I was listening to James Taylor, Bonnie Raitt, Susan Tedeschi. All the old Diamond Rio, like all the old school kind of country-ish, and that was songs I loved listening to. Like they were so simple, and they talked about everything to the point. And reggae music, I grew up in Hawaii, so we have that kind of reggae Hawaiian vibe. It's kind of the same. Like we talk about, growing up country and growing up, with a lot of love and families, everything. So I kind of am going back to my roots, I guess you would say, just not in that direct sense. But no, I love country music, and I'm hoping that, can get going with that one. Right. Yeah.
And as we were mentioning earlier, like it's a different genre. So how much different is it, like going into the studio to work on an album that's country as opposed to something that's more like pop, more like acoustic vibey?
It's harder than I thought in the writing process, for sure. Like we were talking about earlier, country music is more, you talk about exactly what's happening, whereas there's no hidden meaning really about anything. If you're chilling on a dirt road, you're chilling on a dirt road, whereas some artists, as we talked about before, write very metaphorically, where it's kind of, you have to look it up online, like what were they, what does this mean, what is this song about? So that, you would think it'd be easier to write something so simple, but it's a challenge for sure, but it was really fun. So we have a track that's going right now, me and my producer Mark McKee, and it should be rolling out soon, so that'll be fun. Nice. Get that one going.
Now, as you were mentioning, like it's more direct with country music. Obviously, the EP was very personal for you. So, was it a lot harder this time to get personal on your new music, or I mean, is it still kind of the same vibe or feel that you had when you were creating the first EP?
Oh no, it's completely different. I mean, the song that we're in the studio right now is definitely more. It's more happy. It's more fun. It's not about heartbreak. It's just about letting loose and whatever, just getting into the zone of whatever. I don't know. It's just the happy stuff. I haven't been able to write about happy stuff in a long time, and not because I'm not happy, but it's just, I kind of want to, with country music, I think you can do that. You can like gear towards just having fun and I mean, with the last EP, I mean, I had people, fans and people writing out to me saying, like, thank you for this album. It really helped me get through what I went through. And that's what I want to do with music. That is, like, my main goal, is to inspire other people to get through everything, because that's what music did for me. Right. Every time I was going through something and I was listening to Sarah Bareilles, I was listening to, and I was like, thank you. Like, that person wrote that song for me, because that's what I'm feeling right now. Like, other people go through it too. Right. And that's why I love music so much, because people can, I mean, there's not a time of the day I'm not listening to music. It's pretty sad.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Now, you mentioned new music might be coming real soon. But aside from that, is there anything that we can expect from you?
Yeah, we did. We just recently did an acoustic sessions with me and my band. It's like 4 guys, and we did it at this cool little warehouse with a big American flag. There was motorcycles, and that's where I did Carrie Underwood. I did Talladega. I did American Honey by Lady Antebellum, and Smoke by 1,000 Horses. So we have all those. We're just getting all the filming and everything together, and then those will be coming out soon. They're really fun. I just watched the first cut of American Honey, and it's pretty good.
Nice. Well, I said the Carrie Underwood clip was really good, so that was kind of a little tease.
Yeah, no, I love Carrie. I don't know anyone who doesn't love Carrie, but right. I mean, I want to do the more Carrie as well, but I love like the Lady Antebellum, and I love the Maren Morris and the Chelsea Ballerinis, like, of the country. There's a lot of good country now. You have the ballady singers, and then you have just kind of the cruisers. Yeah. I don't know if that's a real word for the country.
Well, it is now.
But it is now.
You guys be sure to check out JoLivi. Check out her new single. Her music video is out now, and it's called
Love Who You Want to Love.
And the new EP is called
Just For You.
And you should definitely check it out because
it's great.
That's it for now. Thanks for watching here on Front Row Live.